Okay, it's day 440 off the grid, and in fact it is the Autumnal Equinox today. And it's 8:15 right now, so I thought I would just do a quick kind of solar video. Although solar's not the main thing on my mind today, but I thought I might like to see what sort of light coverage we're getting at 8:15 on the day of the equinox. So, looking at the main solar array setup, and yeah, there's some direct light starting to hit some of the panels. It's like the, is it the 160? I can't remember what wattage, 130, 160, the big one up there, 100 watt, over 100 watt 12 volt panel up there, looks like it's in nearly full light. There's a few bits of shadow on there, but there's starting to be direct light hitting there. Looks like the Baphy solar panels and the 100 watt panel on the end of the house is starting to receive, well, it's a very angular light, but it's direct, but you know, not broadside, anywhere near broadside yet. Obviously the sort of the more sunset facing panels, it's not true sunset, but in fact it might just about be though, actually, on the equinox. Of course they're not receiving much yet, and on the B shed here, they're still in shadow. So just thought I'd check that out. I guess now's a good time to say that so far in March we haven't even run the generator. You know, I don't sort of have too much of an ego thing going on with that. You know, if we need to, we need to, and the last few days have been quite overcast and raining and stuff, and we just about needed to, but we pulled through without doing so, and that was thanks to the backup battery banks I've got, like the 24 volt bank in shed B, which over summer of course will run the toaster oven, but over sort of the darker seasons it's suitable for a backup battery for running the basically the fridge and freezer, the 24 volt system in shed A, you know. And then of course there's that newer bank that I made of all those sort of older flooded 12 volt lead acid batteries, which I connected to the main bank, the A bank, the other night, just so we had enough power for our rehearsal and a bit of video watching later on. And yeah, and we were out all day yesterday at the steam fair, and so it was a really sunny day, so the system sort of charged back up, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty sunny day today, and we're going to be out pretty much all day today doing the equinox recording. So we're going to come back to a fully charged system, I would dare say, and yeah, there's a really serious possibility of making it through March without running the generator, but of course there's still another 10 days or 11 days to go, of course, so we'll see, but yeah. Okay, here we go. This is the Autumn Equinox 2016, and this is actually the 10th equinox me and Baphy have recorded together, which is quite amazing really. I might have calculated 9 at some point, but it's actually the 10th equinox. So it's the beginning of the 10th year of us doing Beltane together, the beginning of the 10th year, so that's pretty cool. So here's our setup. It's pretty much the usual subjects. Well, there's the Baphy's bass there, good old Ibanez sound gear bass. I'm using the grind Hondo, of course, because this is a B flat song, a detuned song, a baritone song if you will. And I'm using this Zoom GM200, and it is amp modeler, well basically a overgrown distortion pedal, but it sounds pretty good for this detuned stuff because it's got a lot of definition. That's why I chose it. Apart from that, everything's exactly the same. We've got the JBL speaker, the other speaker over there that Baphy uses, what is that, the Sharp, and the LV pin and the E and the, you know, and the Digitech and all that. New battery bank, same style as the one we had before. You see, it's the Vata ones now, but I've already made a video on this, so you've probably seen that with the capacitor on the top. But the biggest new thing, and it is literally the biggest new thing, nice new orange bin. It's not, see, it's not the yellow and black one anymore, because this one's a little bit bigger. It's a few litres bigger, but it's shaped differently, so we can actually fit all of this gear in, including Baphy's speaker, in the bin, which is really, really nice. So that's quite an improvement. And of course, here we are. This looks like we're in a pine forest, but we're not. We pan around, you can see we are in a cemetery, and this is the Turakina Cemetery, which is what, about, I don't know, something 20 k's or so, 30 k's, something out of Wanganui. It's a wee while to Wanganui, but it's not that far. This is on top of a hill. We've been up here before. In fact, there's a few shots in the Winter is Coming video of graves in this cemetery, although most of the graves are from the Nelson Cemetery, which is more to the point of that video. But anyway, this is Turakina, and there are a few shots in that video. And it's very cool sim. It's up on this hill, although it's bloody sunny today. It's bloody sunny. This is the old part of it up here. Might film a little bit more, I don't know. But here we are. We chose to spit in the corner here. Look, we've got this big monument here and these sort of multiple graves, and there's Baphy over there with the gear, and this is where we were. There's a bit of a newer section just down here. But what was really nice is that we thought we might have to walk all the gear up, but we actually managed to drive it up, which is awesome. Although we are slightly concerned about being locked in because there is a chain on the gate which someone could put across, but I'd imagine that will happen at dusk, so it's a long way till dusk on the equinox, because the sun's already starting to line up pretty much due west in the sky. Better not film the sun, it might burn out the camera, but hey. There we go. So autumn equinox, and trying to get this done kind of quickly, that's why I'm talking rapidly, because it is the time of equinox in a few minutes. In fact, I can get out my phone, which is reference to Greenwich Mean Time. It's actually in 2 minutes, so I better go. So see us later, and hope you had an awesome equinox. There's the wand of doom. Right. Oh, I'm recording, not the dot.
Oh no,
The dot just ruins it.